Okay guys, I went ahead and sanded all my edges with my sanding block. I just got all that little overhang that was on there. I just sanded it all off. So we got it all nice and sanded. It's a little bit damp still, but that's okay. All right, so then I'm gonna take a little bit of my wax. I'm gonna do it now. Sometimes I do it at the end, but I'm gonna do it now. Just a little bit on the edges. And then if I want to do some more later, I'll come back and do some more. So I'm gonna take my brown. I'm gonna take this brush right here, and I'm just gonna dab it on there. And then I always like to wipe it off on my paper towel, just so I can start off a little bit lighter. And I'm just going to do it around the edges. And I kind of like, there's no rhyme or reason, but I kind of like doing it in a little bit of a circular motion, just to kind of work it in. And I always go back to the paper towel just to wipe off that extra, because you can always go heavier. It's just harder to get it off if you put it on too dark. But I like it. Some people don't. Like I said, you don't even have to do this if you don't want to. But I like it, so I do. It just gives it more of an old kind of feel to it. There we go. See, it's already transformed it. So pretty. Okay, so we're done with that. I'll put my cover back on. And like I said, this is Dixie Belle. You can use brown paint if you want to. I would just go very, very light with it. Water it down. Do it very lightly around the edges. You can do that. And also you can use your ink pad. I've done my ink pad too. And I do have to apologize. I do have a little bit of drainage going on, so my voice sounds a little funky, but it's all good. All righty. So we're done with that. So now, what I like to do with my buttons, so I'm going to do my buttons next, okay? So what I like to do is I like to take my buttons and I kind of dump them out a little bit. And there's no set plan of any sort with this. You just, I like kind of taking out some big buttons too, because that fills up a lot of space. All right, so what I like to do is I just start playing around with my heart. So I just kind of start giving my heart a kind of a base. Kind of see how I like this. And like I said, this is all just the beginning. So I just start playing with it. So this is all you're going to be doing. So no gluing. Just play around with it. This is the part that's time consuming. So don't be in a rush. Like I said, I'm going to end this video here shortly because I don't want them to be too long for you. But I just start playing with these. And I know I'm going to put a little something up here, so I don't want to make the heart up too high. So just start playing, and if I have bigger buttons, I like to pull them out. So this is all we're going to be doing, is just creating our form. And it's easier to do this without gluing so that you can kind of have a better idea how you want your heart to be, because if you start gluing and then you don't like it, then you're going to be ripping your paper as you're trying to get the buttons out. So just keep playing around with it. And I'm going to make my heart a little bigger because obviously my canvas is a little bigger. All right, so I kind of like this base. I hope you can see it, okay? I'm not going to pick it up, obviously, because it's all going to fall off. But what I'm going to do is, off camera, I'm going to go ahead and glue my base. So all these hearts, I'm going to go ahead and glue, these hearts, all these buttons, I'm going to go ahead and glue on, okay? So I kind of consider that my first layer of buttons, okay? So I'm going to end this video, and then we're going to come back for the next step.